oscillations per second. Heart pumps the blood to the different body organs.
Both statements aren't true, it is always true.
ఎవరు చేశారండి లాస్ట్ 1 year కవర్ చేయలేదు క్రోమాలో.
Good morning to all the principals, teachers, staff and children of social welfare residential schools. Today it's a pleasure to talk to you, all of you. Our honorable minister, who needs no introduction, is also with me. Sir had instructed that he would like to interact with the children. So today sir will be spending almost 2 hours with all of you. Andru kuda chakkaga, all of you must please keep silence. Whatever message the ministry is giving, all of you listen, and then if there is any questions or if you want to bring anything to the notice of the honorable minister, please interact one by one. As you all know, before we start the actual program, as you all know, yesterday dear ex-president sir APJ Abdul Kalam has passed away. So in honor of that great personality, let us maintain 2 minutes silence. As all of you know that our academic year manaki start ayindi. After the summer holidays, you have enjoyed the summer holidays. Now we have to start serious business. Academic year admissions anta kuda almost completion stage completion stage ku vachindi. Now what we have to do is academic planning has to be carried out perfectly. Each stage of the academic planning has been given to all the principals and the teachers. This should be followed scrupulously. Second important thing is, what we have to do is, the children must also be taught some basic things like personality development, cleanliness, how to keep their premises clean. All these items also should be taught to the children. Third important thing is, other than the academic career, we have to go for other issues like sports, music, crafts, all these things also. We have libraries in all the schools, making the children learn to read and making it a habit to them to continually read and take the best of the libraries that is available with them. All these aspects must be looked into by the principals, who are actually the guardians of the children at the school level. These details, if it has to be worked out perfectly, and both personality development and academically, if you have to show perfection, then detailed planning is required throughout the year. Once this planning is planned in the first 2 months itself, then to carry out this planning, the responsibility of the carrying out this planning not only lies on the principal, but the teachers and also the students. The students' responsibility, because they are the children who will be taking the inputs from the teachers, is much more. If the students cooperate with the children, only if they are interested in doing what the teachers are telling them, then only their personality development can take place quickly. So, this main purpose of this interaction with the honorable minister and the children is to make the children aware that in our residential schools, where the children are coming from the 5th standard till the intermediate, they are spending almost their young childhood with us. The children also should understand that this is where they have to develop their own individuality, and the teachers also should understand that the parents have given us the responsibility of looking after these children, and that responsibility must be carried out 100%. So, the children and the teachers together only if they maintain a balance within the two persons, then only whatever we want to achieve can be achieved. So, my request to all the children is, whatever the teachers tell you academically or otherwise, you should listen to them, and it is not that blindly follow. You can also think, you can think whether what the teacher is saying is correct, whether it will help you in your own personality development. All these issues can be thought. Once the children starts thinking on these lines, he will understand that whatever the teacher says is for his own good. For example, when we say when having your lunch, you should keep the premises clean. Your plate should be the food that is being served should be neatly eaten. You should not be spilled around the plate, and when you are washing, your plate also must be kept clean, and you should see that the water does not spill out of the basins. The premises where the wash basin is kept must also be kept clean. This is something which is very basic. In our own homes also, our mothers and fathers are also telling us this. Once you go to the kitchen, you were taking the plate, keeping it clean, serving the food, how to eat the food without spilling it, and after eating, how to wash the plate and how to keep the plate back in the same place. These little things are very important, because what you learn in your childhood, you will be carrying it out throughout your life. For example, now what I have said that regarding food habits, how you eat and how you keep yourself clean, that will carry out in your future life. When you go in your future life, when you become some doctors or engineers or professor, whatever, when you move in a community, the people around you also will be observing you, how, whether you are what you are doing is up to the standard, because you will be competing with people much higher and much in the influential society who have got all the facilities. Our children in the society must be taught all this, and they should be able to compete with the outside world. This is the main purpose. So, the children, please interact with the honorable minister if you have any doubts, or if you want to talk about any other facility also that you would like to have, so that the minister also will be able to take up those issues. Now, I request the honorable minister to give his message.
So, my dear children, hope you are all listening to what we are talking from studio carefully, attentively. At the beginning of this academic career, I wanted to address all of you and give you some kind of encouragement to boost your morale, to instill a kind of confidence in you, apart from giving you some suggestions and tips how to study well, and then how to organize yourself well, how to develop your personality, how to come out in flying colors, to settle in your lives and respective high positions in the society. So, hope you have all enjoyed your vacation and you have come back with a will to study and with a firm decision to excel in your studies as well as in your extracurricular activities. As I said earlier, I was also once upon a time a student like you in a hostel, but the hostel in which I studied is entirely different from the hostel in which you are studying. Those days residential schools were not there, and present day hostels were also not there. There used to be private managed hostels, management hostels. See, private persons used to manage the hostels, the government used to give the grant, and those hostels were awfully bad comparatively. In spite of the fact that the facilities were very not up to the mark, I struggled in my life to study very well, to excel in the studies, to excel in sports, arts and cultural activities, and came up in my life to this extent of becoming minister. As I said earlier, I did my MA in Andhra University, law in Osmania University, MPhil in Nagarjuna University. Passed IAS exam in the year 1987, got into All India Services, Indian Railway Traffic Service, served in Government of India, Indian Parliament and state government, mostly in railways. Now I have become a minister. This is only to motivate you. Even if you are born into a poor family, even if you are studying in a hostel or residential school, now you have access to good quality of education, and you have now access to good quality of cultural activities, and you have access to good hostels where ambience, food facilities, food, clothing, shelter, all are comparatively better, and you have a good teaching faculty always available to you within the campus. Your principal is also around there, and your other staff, non-teaching staff also are available within the campus. You are all lucky to study in residential schools where all these kinds of facilities are around you, and it is your responsibility to take advantage of these facilities. There are many more children who do not have access to this kind of facilities, especially the children who are studying in hostels, the children who are studying in villages, and the children who are in the slums. They do not have access to this kind of higher quality of residential school education system, but you are all lucky, and you are all privileged people. You have access to good quality of education, as I said already. And now I want all of you to take the studies very seriously. Nobody should feel that you are inferior to anybody, inferior to other people, other students. Nobody is born inferior, nobody is born superior. God gives all qualities equally. The potentiality is also equally. All are endowed with a high degree of potential, and all are endowed with high degree of memory power. All are endowed with a high degree of innate qualities, grasping things, memorizing things, expressing things, reading, writing, all that. If you feel that you are inferior to somebody else, that is artificial, that is not natural. In the sight of God, all are equal. In the sight of the government, you are all equal. You are all our children. Nobody is inferior, nobody is superior. We treat everybody equally. So, if you feel that you are inferior, if you are nurturing the feelings of inferiority, I urge you should get rid of all these kinds of stuff. First, you should feel proud of yourself that you are endowed with high degree of potential. You should feel proud that you are given wonderful opportunity to study well. You should also feel privileged to be in the residential schools, having access to wonderful facilities, comparatively speaking. So, that sense of pride should be there within you, and you should all feel that you are all privileged children. Our Chief Minister, Mr. Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, wants all of you to excel in your studies. He has instructed us to take care of your future, your studies, your health, your other activities like cultural activities, singing, dancing, sports, so on and so forth. So, our Chief Minister wants to treat all of you as his own children, and he has entrusted the job of taking care of you. And your parents also have lot of hopes on you. They have a dream that you would one day become prominent citizen of India. Your parents are having high hopes on you that one day you will all become useful persons in the society, and you will be standing tall in the society, and you will achieve higher positions in the society, maybe doctors, engineers, IAS officers, IPS officers, all India service officers, maybe big good businessmen and sportsmen, musicians, like that. Whatever you want to become, keep your goal on that. Set your goal firmly and move towards the goal. If you want to become doctor, aim at doctor. If you want to become engineer, aim at engineering, to become engineer, aim at engineering studies, And if you want to become civil services, civil servants, keep that aim in your mind and work towards that. Even if you want to become a sports person, concentrate on sports, nothing wrong in it, but do not neglect studies. Life means everything, it is not only studies. Personality does not mean only studies, it means all round development. One should excel in studies as well as excel in other activities also, or at least keep in touch, involve in other activities. If not excelling in other, one cannot excel in all activities, one can excel in one area. At the same time, one can also nurture, or one can also be in touch in other activities like sports, music, cultural activities, etc. So, there should be one clear cut goal. At the same time, other aspects of your life also should be taken care of. For example, your behavior, your attitudes, your interpersonal relationship with others, and your commitment to the society, in your commitment to your country as a citizen of India, especially your commitment to the poor people, that is very important. You should always have concern, compassion towards the poor people. If you develop yourself, that is fine. At the same time, you should also wish others also should develop, those who are lagging behind also should come up in their lives. You should also wish, and we should also act as far as possible, as far as you can. Supposing if you become, when you become doctor, you should serve the poor. When you become engineer, you should help the poor. When you become civil servant, you have to serve the poor. Poor people should be in your mind all the time, because we have also come from poverty. If you ignore the poverty and poor people, we will be committing a mistake. That should run parallel in your personality. Always have compassion, like Mother Teresa and Abdul Kalam. Mr. Abdul Kalam, always he used to be in touch with people. He used to mingle with people. He is called people's president because he always was one with the people. He moved with people. He walked with people. He worked for people. He was not confined himself to the Rashtrapati Bhavan and glass houses. That is why he is called people's president. Why the Mother Teresa is called mother? Because she uplifted, she took care of the neglected people, deprived people, abandoned people, the deceased ones, the neglected ones, the rejected ones and the rejected ones in the society. That is why she is called mother, mother of all. Though she was not married, no biological children, but she has millions of children all over the world. That is why she is called mother. Like that, you should always emulate the role models. For example, administration, our Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, he is role model for administration. He works very hard for the people. Like that. Now you have started this academic year afresh. I hope last academic year we were trying to do as much as we could do for you, providing facilities, improving the quality of teaching and improving the quality of curricular activities, access to curricular activities and facilities as such. I hope we tried to do a little bit last year, but this year also we are going to do many things for you. Supposing we are going to set up incubation center in each and every residential school. Incubation center means it is a computer center, computer knowledge center, where you can learn computers and where you can have access to video coaching. The incubation center also will enable you to have access towards different kinds of digital teaching, and by the time you are out of the residential school, you are well versed with computer knowledge and systems. Today two things are given utmost importance in the society. One is spoken English, the second one is computer knowledge. Even if you have good degrees with high degree of marks, your communication skills matter and your computer knowledge will also matter very much. So, it is our endeavor to impart computer skills to you, and it is our endeavor to improve your proficiency in English and proficiency in spoken English. I am consciously speaking to you in English because we want to become a role model to you people. Sometime back I was talking to you, I said you are reading in English, okay, fine. You are also writing in English, fine, that is okay, but you should also speak in English and you should also dream in English. So, write in English, speak in English, read in English, and then reading in English in any case it is inevitable, dream in English. It does not mean that you neglect mother tongue Telugu. Telugu in any case you would learn in at your home. Right from the beginning you have been speaking Telugu, and Telugu is our mother tongue, that is fine. That in any case you are speaking good Telugu. But now it is your job to equip yourself in English proficiency. In this globalized world, all the countries are coming together. Spoken English is very much essential. Even countries like China, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia and Spain, so many other countries where English knowledge is not there, people do not speak much of English. Now they are trying to learn English because it has become a lingua franca, universal language, and it has become an essential tool in communication system. Not only that, when you are working in a multinational company owned by American government or American citizens, Americans, you should know American accent also. If you are interacting with Americans, you should also understand what they are speaking. If you are interacting with the British, you should also know their British accent. This is what is going on now in the business circles and in corporate world. Supposing if you are working for an American company as a say in a call center, you will be interacting with them in English, Americans in English sitting in USA. Unless you understand their accent, you won't be able to communicate with them properly. So this like that. That is one aspect, and then computer knowledge is also equally important. Now the world is getting increasingly digitalized. We are going to live in digital world, and the world is also being divided into digital world and vis-a-vis other world. Now when the world is becoming digitalized, that is computerizing is taking place at a big place, at big pace, and we have to equip ourselves in computer knowledge. In upper strata, rich people's society, children are born with laptops nowadays. Even at the earliest stage they are using laptops, iPods. It is a way of life, you can't help it. You have to move with the stream, and you have to keep yourself abreast with the developments that are taking place in the society, in the country and globally also. So we are living in a globalized world, you have to become global citizens when you grow up. By the time you, maybe after 10-15 years, the digital world is the reality, is going to be the reality. That is the reason why we are going to set up incubation center in each and every residential school. And the teachers also, I hope teachers also listening to me now. Teachers also are requested to keep abreast with the changing world. Certain world methods of teaching you have to leave, and then you have to acquire new methods of teaching. If you do not want to change, you can't. If you want to become rigid, if you do not want to become part of the changing world, then you will be failing in your duties in imparting skills to your children.